Welcome. Welcome. Those wondering why did I play an atomic explosion? That's because that's what people want to happen to us. But it ain't going to happen. It's a one-off thing. Yes, the last couple of games haven't been the best. But on anybody's day, anybody can win something major. I mean, shit, look at us. Probably the most famous of shithousery wins ever in world football. That being a Champions League final in 2005 against, not even arguably, probably undoubtedly the best team in Europe at the time, AC Milan, with that star-studded team that they had and winning out on penalties. So anything can happen when it's your day. And today or yesterday, it was Newcastle's day. So congratulations to Newcastle. Well done. First piece of silverware in what, 70-odd years? I'm seeing conflicted reports. Some saying 70 years, some saying 50 years. I don't know which one's which, but it's been a damn long time. And, you know, all credits to them. We'll talk about it. We'll go through it. We'll also look at some of the other games from the morning as well, because we had, some people call a stink fest or a snooze fest between Arsenal and Chelsea. United, Bruno Fernandes again carrying this United team, beating Leicester 3-0. And we also saw Tottenham lose 2-0 away to Fulham. And things just keep on happening over there in old Tottenham Town. So, first up, a few comments here before we pick things up. And of course, a good evening to the fiance watching. Hello, dear. Doug says, big ups indeed. Noel says, hey, my bro. Where's your policy getting modded? My bro supports the turn. We'll definitely need to look into that. Definitely need to look at that indeed. You know, it is what it is. So we'll definitely check that out. Depends. If I have like 2 or 3 mods, it's good. If I don't have any and the chat's going crazy, you need to sort of like moderate yourself. But we try and keep things calm and civil, which is what we do. We keep things calm and civil in here. And look, it is Monday morning for you guys overseas in the UK. It is just about 10 to 10 at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it? Yeah, it's almost 9, so it's almost 10 o'clock there. So morning celebrations definitely have kicked on and kicked over in Newcastle. So massive for them to win it. And there it is, their first domestic trophy in 70 years, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. I know a lot of people want us to be imploding. They all want us to fight. They all want us to scream and shout and just basically say, that's it. This is over. It's done and dusted. And I know a lot of rivals are making it like, oh, here we go. First loss to PSG. Oh, now losing the Carabao Cup final. What's next? Oh, can they lose 4 or 5 games in a row? I don't think so. Highly unlikely. I know they want to think there's a chance. I don't think so. I think we've given ourselves enough of a buffer where even if we do drop a game or 2 here and there, we still have more than enough to make it through the rest of the season. Everton awaits on April 2nd, so there's the international break coming up now. And then we'll see what happens after that. We'll definitely see what happens after that. Wolves is here as well. Big ups. Says, weekend sports for treble. Didn't go very well. Yeah, there's a dumped out by both. Look, we were good enough to make a final. We were not good enough to win a final. Champions League, different story. Just not good across 2 legs at all. It was an absolute shambles. Let's keep it 100 there. Let's keep it 100. Rightfully dumped out of 2 comps. I don't know about rightfully. FA Cup against Plymouth, much changed team. You should still be winning that. Unacceptable given the context. You say, cool, you're still in 2 other comps. One of them, you get knocked out on penalties, which, again, we could have shithoused our way to another win there on penalties. It wasn't to be. PSG got the better of us and probably deservedly on the basis of play went through. And in this game in the morning, we just weren't good enough. Overall, the whole game just were not good enough. Now, I will give this on a proviso that I haven't watched the full 90 minutes because I don't have 90 minutes in a day to sit there during work hours and watch a whole football match. So I've only watched highlights, and from what I've seen online with the reports, what I've seen online by the stats and everything else in between, everything points to a very well-fought, hard-earned Newcastle victory. Now, whilst people want to be bantering and doing all sorts of bits and pieces, I'm just here doing my thing because we can't sit here and, you know, rest on our laurels and just cry non-stop, because nothing gets helped if you're just sitting there crying over spilt milk, which this is a spilt milk thing. And look, we're in a final, you want to win it. Every final you are in, you want to be winning it. Every game you are competing in, you want to be winning that game. So there's no shame in saying you're disappointed that you didn't win. But is it the end all be all? Could have looked better for us for the end of the season. Could have had 2 trophies as opposed to 1, which we're looking to secure up once the international break is over. But I said it, I think a few weeks ago, I said, even when it was Tottenham against us after the first leg, I said, you know what? I do think we will beat Tottenham because we're playing at Anfield and we are better than Tottenham overall. They got lucky. They got their win. But a part of me said, you know what? if we don't make it for some reason, I would not mind seeing Newcastle or Tottenham win this. And I'm pretty sure I said as well, like, I wouldn't mind seeing Newcastle win if it's not us. I'd rather it be Newcastle than a Manchester United, than a Tottenham. Sorry, not a Tottenham. Sorry, than an Arsenal. You know, the white Arsenal or the red Tottenham, as people call them. A Chelsea, things like that. And Newcastle, fair enough. Look, Eddie Howe's done a fantastic job, bro. It is what it is. It's massive for them. It's massive for the city. The nearly moments and the relegations and the fight backs and everything else in between. So it is very good for them to have won something. And look, all you can do is say, you know what? It is what it is, bruv. They were better than us. And that is just how it goes. Big up to Ends. He's changed his name to Game Day Media. I said he should have changed his name to Endgame Media or End Game Day Media, but yeah, it's not bad. But rebranding there from Football with Ends. Big up Ends every single time. Castro's here. Unlucky last night. Best team 100%. Have a league to celebrate. Well, yes, we need to shore that up 100%. If it was just this that we were in, I'd be really thinking to myself, okay, yeah, this is not a great season. If we were not in the first place, if we were maybe in fourth or third or pushing fourth, I'd be thinking I'm at more risk of missing out of top four than I would have been of securing a first place finish. So yeah, I guess you could say it's not a blessing in disguise. I'm not going to say that, but it's nice to fall back on, shall we say? And for all people saying, oh, they could only win just the Premier League, as though we said we're going to win the quad before the season kicked off. Anyways, miss me with that nonsense. Big up YG's here as well. Big up Yorkshire Gunner every single time. Man's doing the business out there as well. Big ups. You always rated Wolves. You got my Algerian bro. Ain't Nuri, half Aussie, half Algerian. That's crazy. That's crazy. Got a half Algerian, half Aussie. That's mad. That's cracker. That is cracker indeed. What else we got here? Doug's here as well. Leaving Wolves next summer. Rumours of Ain't Nuri leaving Wolves. We shall see who it is. Kanate. What's the comment about Kanate? What have we got here? Lots of things more concerned for you, bros. Kanate, Trent, Virgil. I think it's goodbye to Sully, Miss Plus. So for I don't know. It's still early days for that. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's early days. We will get there. We will get there. Why is this shadow on this side here? What's going on there? Why is this? Because I got my filter on. That's why I'm thinking. Why is this? Never mind. Haven't been here for a while, and I keep forgetting about it now. Anyways, it is what it is. Anyways, what do you want to do? Let's look at this game first and foremost. So, 100% congratulations to Newcastle. No doubt about it. Newcastle definitely deserved their win. Definitely deserved the plaudits and the applause against us who were lacking and lackluster. And I did manage to make some notes today, at least. I managed to get something done in this day of mine. So I might make this into my little segment as well. Do a little cut out of this and do a little separate video. So no one's here for an hour sifting through and looking at bits and pieces here. But you know what? Look, again, congratulations, Newcastle, Eddie Howe, the whole team there. Even though they were missing Gordon, they were missing Botman, and they were missing Hall as well. The team that started, they still got the business done. Obviously, Joel Linton, Guimaraes, Tonali as well, since he's come back from his suspension. Obviously, it's been almost a whole season now, but very solid in the midfield. The forward line of Isak is there, Murphy on the other side, and if it's not Murphy, it's Harvey Barnes filling in, and defensive lines as well, Livramento, Kieran Trippier playing in this game as well. You're thinking Kieran Trippier is going to be a missing link, but it was actually quite decent, even though there was a potential handball shout, but it would have been harsh to give his arms coming down from a natural position, so it is what it is. And the defense is there. Obviously, we saw, what's his name? Bloody hell. Dan Burns, obviously with the header, will run through the game with my thoughts. He was there doing the business. And you also had the likes of Fabian Schär in there, Nick Pope, pulling off a couple of saves in that second half. First half was pretty anonymous. I mean, we gave him nothing in that first half. And I think that might be a good way to start this here and just look at the stats overall, because whilst we don't always look at stats only, the stats can at least give you a they can paint you a picture, shall we say. So here's the stats here. So as you can see there, for the whole game, we'll look at individual halves as well. For the whole game, 66% possession for us, 34% for Newcastle. I think that was already a given. Newcastle not really a possession-based team or known for it. We had the possession. It just did nothing with it. All possession, all swing, no ding. Not even one XG mustered up all game. Newcastle pushing 2 because they had the better chances. Keller had to make the more saves. 7 shots total to their 17, even though there was a lot of block shots in there and shots that went over and wide. But this is concerning. 2 shots on target all game. One of them from Curtis Jones on as a sub. One of them being the goal from Chiesa in injury time to make it a somewhat consolation. Whereas Newcastle had 17, 6 on target, 3 big chances created, 2 big chances missed. We had 1 big chance and we fluffed it. And I'm not sure which one that was particularly in the game, unless that was the chance. I think it was in the first half. Someone mentioned, I haven't seen this, someone mentioned in the first half there was a chance where Diaz or someone floated a ball in there and Jota went to take a shot, or Diaz went to take a shot and he went out nearly for a throw-in or something to that effect. Nothing screams that we need a number 9 more than that. So yeah, definitely. Look, the passing was, almost double what Newcastle had. And look, fairly even game. Yeah, fouls wise, it's going to be a little bit rough and tumble, but if you want to take football, I like using football. I like the layout more than anything. I just like the simplicity of the layout. Not that I have any affiliation, I just like the layout. So FootMob reckon that their lineup states that Dan Burn was their man of the match. Obviously scored himself a goal. 1 shot, 1 goal. 2 chances created, says here. But what does he have here? I think he had, there you go, 11 clearances, 9 headed clearances, defensive actions, recoveries. Jules 1, only lost 2 Jules. Man was impervious behind goal in the defense in front of Nick Pope. Whereas for us, Van Dijk, different story. 80 touches, 9 clearances, 8 headed clearances, 2 interceptions, 11 defensive actions, 2 recoveries, but he did have 2 balls go past his defensive line and responsible for one of those goals, which I'll explain in a second here. Ground duels 1 of 2, aerial duels 2 of 6. Now normally Van Dijk wins aerial duels, but to only win 2 out of 6 aerial duels is criminal for Van Dijk, in my opinion. So there you have it there. Lots of greens for Newcastle and a couple of oranges being Tonali and Barnes. But I thought Tonali was decent that whole game. Much more effective than our midfield. Maka getting hooked in the 67th minute. Diaz in the 74th. Jota 57th. You've had a bad game or nothing's working to plan when you're getting taken off before the 60th minute mark. Normally you say give them 15 minutes, 20 minutes, see what they do. 57 mark, Jota, brother. Has there been another FIFA pack come out or something? Has there been a FIFA pack? At least 1 shot. Yeah, that one off target. Look at that. Skewed right across goal. Fucking hell. 4 passes out of the 10 he attempted. That's piss poor. From our number, he's meant to be our number 9, He's a great finisher, but this system that Slot's been playing has not been it for him. But then they're going to say, oh, we'll bring on Darwin Nunez. But you hate Darwin Nunez. So who are you going to play in place there? Bring on Chiesa. We damn know well that Slot doesn't want to play Chiesa for some reason. But when he does play him, he ends up being our most effective player. Go figure. We'll talk about Salah in a second because there's a mad stat about him there. And there's a greater point to that as well. No rivals trying to make, fucking mountains out of anthills and shit like that. Robertson, left back. Kanate subbed as well. And Kwanzaa, I mean, Kanate getting hooked as well, bruv. Like, nothing at all. Like, 5 clearances, 3... Like, they were all over us. They were all over us. Taking off a defender for a midfielder and putting Darwin on for Jota was brave. But, that's the way it goes. And Chiesa gave himself a yellow card as well. So, yeah, Gakpo came on as well. And if we had a fit Gakpo, I reckon Gakpo would have probably started this game, no doubt. You're not going to see Diaz on the left. You'll probably see Diaz playing the number 9 there, Gakpo on that side there, and I think that's a much better front 3. So that's that bit there. That's as much as I can muster up here. What else have I got now? What have I got? Notes wise. Okay, well, starting lineup. Jota started. Again, Diaz on the left. Gakpo, as I said, if he's fully fit, he probably will play. And Darwin's untrustworthy. So why are people asking for Darwin to play? I don't exactly know why. Kwanzaa at right back because we have 3 players who can play right back that are out. And Trent, Bradley and Gomez. Gomez injured. I think it's been a few weeks now since. Bradley as well picking up a knock. And Trent's basically doing himself over going in for that tackle in the PSG game where he rolled his ankle and he's going to be out for a few weeks yet. Some people are reporting after the international break. Some people are saying at the end of April. We shall see. Bradley's probably closer to coming back than what Trent is, so definitely need that position filled in. Kelleher in for Alisson because it is the League Cup final. So that is that. First goal. Let's go through the first goal now. go through the first goal. Newcastle stopped us in all areas, and they were good for the lead via Dan Burns' header. Even they created a chance in the first half. There was a chance they went wide, had a couple of blocks. I remember Keller had to make a save or two as well. It was just, they came with real attacking intent, and they thought, you know what, let's get at these people first, because you get at us first chance, one goal, it's all it takes, bruv. It's all it takes. I might star a couple of questions here because I will get to the comments later on. Some good comments here, some good questions. Definitely need to check it out here. We'll do that there. So that was it. The header, the corner comes in and jumps at the back post. And I think, why is McAllister trying to mark Dan Burns? Well, Burns is like 6 foot something. McAllister's like 5 foot. Like at no point is that an even match, bro. You got Dan Burns and McAllister. How is that an even? Anyways. Header goes in, but there's a duck from I think a Newcastle player, maybe it was Guimaraes, I can't remember, but there's a header that goes back across goal, and someone ducks, and Kelleher dives in the right direction, but doesn't put his palms out. Maybe he's blindsided by the ducking player, which I don't care if a player ducks, stick your arms out instinctively, because if he puts his arms out, he saves that. I'm guaranteed he will save that, or at least get a hand to it and tip it out or something if it just happened to open up his arms and reach out for it. But he didn't. And just doing Allison things, diving and not putting your arms out to try and save something, which is frustrating, but that's the way it goes. And there was a moment in the first half as well where they had a corner from the opposite side, from like TV angle side, and same thing happened, went back across goal, but it was blocked. So it's definitely something they worked on, just visit into the back post, on that back, towards the back post in that back corner of the penalty box, and just head it back across goal. So it is definitely something that they probably practiced, because they did it more than once and it worked the second time round. So I got to congratulate them on that. Again, we were rubbish, dog shit from us. There's nothing really to report in that first half, really. Second half, defense in all sorts again. And, they had the offside goal at first, which I think they flagged Guimaraes for being offside, because I don't think Isak was offside. I don't think anyone else was offside on that phase of play there, but maybe Guimaraes was in the offside position. I think it was him. And they flagged it as an offside, which was interesting. Passive offside. All right, cool. You escaped that one. Okay, let's not have that happen again. But no, same shit happened again, because, of course it did. Because there was a play from the left side, Livramento just putting a cross into the box. And then Robertson at that back post, he's beaten to the ball by Murphy in midair, and the landing header falls nicely in front of Isak, and he just sticks his foot out and taps it in. And what pissed me off the most is you see Van Dijk. So as the ball is from Livramento's side, Van Dijk is sitting there watching it. He's watching, he sees what's happening, and the ball comes across, he turns around, and instead of like just turning around and staying on Isak, like being touched tight to him, he turns around and he walks towards the ball, and he's left Isak by himself. Literally, watch Isak. He's by himself. He walks towards the ball. As the ball gets headed back down by Murphy, he turns back around again. Isak's already put the ball into the back of net. Like, fuck me, Verge. Like, I love you. Thank you for being you and doing what you've done for Liverpool Football Club. But, like, fuck me, bro. Sometimes this guy has no basic defending skills. Sometimes, very rarely, but those very rare ones, they cost you big time. It fucking pisses me off. I've seen him do it plenty of times. Almost happened in the PSG game as well. He was chasing down, running alongside Dembele, and he decides to peel off, go back to the center, and left Dembele in space when he had a bad touch, and Alisson had to pull off that save 1v1. Frustrating as shit, man. Frustrating. Left him in space. At that point, you're 2-0 down. There was still time to make things happen. We didn't do anything. Did not do anything. As I said, Jones come on, decided to take a pot shot from outside. Pope had to make a save. Crosses and shots from outside the box all over the place. Nothing for the remainder of the game. And it took Elliott coming on the bench to thread a pass through to Chiesa, who was onside. They flagged it as offside at first, but it was clearly onside because the goal stood in the 94th minute. Lovely finish, and too little too late. That's all she wrote. Congratulations, Newcastle. Carabao Cup, League Cup champions 2025. First major trophy in 76 odd years. Or first domestic trophy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It was very, very, it was a very, very good game from Newcastle. Let's put it there. Many have said that Eddie Howe did man marking on us. So every time we went to attack them, they just put a player on all of us, and which didn't allow us any space instead of just defending in deep blocks and just trying to absorb pressure and any counterattacks. I thought it was very brave from him to do such a thing, and our players on the day could not do anything. Eddie Howe did the business. made it work, and reaped the just rewards for their hard work and hard efforts against us, because we really didn't turn up for this at all. But I'll get on Liverpool specifically in a moment here. Their midfield is a physical machine, and good value in the match. All the possession and all the passing to no end product from us. A very poor game from us indeed, and makes you question, are we still a cup team, as Klopp has made us? Someone said, like, Klopp built a fantastic squad, a fantastic team, more so to win knockout games, not so much to win a league, which is why we never really sustained, any real, came close twice with losing out by a point on a couple of occasions, but really to push forward. Maybe cups are more our forte. We shall see in the future what lies ahead. And congratulations, Newcastle, deserved champions, ending their trophy droughts. And you got to give the squad and Eddie Howe credits. There were talks of him becoming England manager at one point. They were questioning whether he was good enough. He made him qualify for the Champions League. They even beat PSG at home. Remember that? It was 4-0 or 4-2, whatever it was. So they've had some good moments, Newcastle. And I think for them now, they need to build on this and say, okay, you know what? We can make finals. We can win finals. Let's add on to this, which may spur them on to want to do more in this. Isak may want to stay on with Newcastle. Maybe won't want to move to another club. He think, you know what? We can win shit here. Let's keep it going. Stay here. Let's move things moving forward. Bruno Guimaraes, do you think someone's going to pay 100+ mil for him? I know City are snooping around. Speaking of City, I see Maya's in the chat there. Hello, hello. Are City going to be in for Guimaraes, perhaps? Liverpool, Arsenal are looking at Isak, shall I say. Will he want to leave? Will we spend the money for him to come to Liverpool or to Arsenal? These questions will be asked now. We'll see what happens there. Let's see how they finish the season, and if this will give them a boost to finish in the top 5, have another go at the Champions League, because Newcastle are a decent team, and we've all seen that. We have definitely all seen that. For Liverpool, look, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my God, it's panic stations, do the cartoon thing. Oh my God, I'm chewing my nails and all that sort of shit there. We're calm. We're calm. Arsenal won their game, but we're calm. We've got a 12-point lead at the moment. Everything's chill. International break has come. Players go away. They rest, recover. They play a couple of games here and there. Hopefully they don't play too many games so they can at least have themselves a bit of a break. But after having 4 tough games, 3 tough games out of 4, obviously PSG away, then we had to play Southampton at home. Then we had to play PSG at home. And then we played Newcastle in the League Cup. You say it's a needed break. It's a bit of a respite for Liverpool, for Slots, just to rest and recover and see what we can do to rejuvenate ourselves, if you will. But Slot's tactics, and I saw YG say in the chat, would I want Slot out if he bottles this league? I mean, shit. Would I blame the manager or would I blame the players? Probably blame a bit of both if that's the case. But 12 points is a hell of a stretch, man. It's a hell of a stretch to really look at it and say it's all doom and gloom from this point on in, because now we can just focus on the league. We have 9 games left. Just focus on winning them, and we keep it stepping. But he's played this 4-2-4 formation, which worked against Man City. He tried it against PSG, and we just got torn to shreds by PSG. Maybe the players are still accustomed to this 4-3-3. Maybe we should just do that for the remainder of the season and not try and dick around too much. We're close. We're nearly there. Just shore it up, confirm it, get it done and dusted, and then start looking at your players for the next season, right? Who stays, who goes? We'll discuss that later on. The squad's limitations. I've said repeatedly, time and time again, from November, I said this squad does not have what it takes to go the distance in 4 competitions. 3 is pushing it. 2 should be doable. On another day, maybe we beat Newcastle, but today or yesterday was their day. You give them their fair dues, no issues whatsoever, fully deserved, no problems at all. I'm happy for them to celebrate that. If it was another team, as I said, maybe I'd have my reservations. I'd be a little bit shameless or pull up with some excuses. But Newcastle winning this, I have no issues with that whatsoever. They were well worth the win there. But arguably, we should have won this game based on recent performances. However, a cup competition is never straightforward. You can shithouse your way through 5, 6, 7 games and win something at the end of it. We've seen Wigan do it. We've seen Portsmouth do it. Where are Wigan and Portsmouth now? League 1, League 2, I don't know, administration, all over the place. They're all over the place. So you can shithouse your way through a cup. I'm not saying Newcastle did, because they had to play tough opposition. They beat Arsenal 4-0 on aggregate. Okay, remember that. Title contenders, 2-time runners-up, Arsenal on aggregate 4-0. So they're no easy beats. Yes, we've beaten them at home in the league. They drew with us away. Our own fault, maybe one would argue, but it's a tough opposition, so you give them that. In the cup competition, not having enough cover as well, or quality, has shown in these last later matches, which is why I was saying as well, and many others were saying, January, sign a couple of players, bring us a centre-back in reserve, bring us a left-back or a right-back, bring us another forward. So we needed these players. Now you're seeing it come to fruition, which is frustrating. I mean, Chiesa is a prime example. He was the only one who tried to make something happen. Him, Jones, Elliott, you can argue, they all tried to make something happen in that game. And for people to say, play Darwin. Okay, we'll play Darwin, but if it doesn't score, doesn't assist or contribute in any way, Darwin is shit. Why are we playing Darwin? And even Slot called out his mentality the other week. He hasn't been the same player. He doesn't work as hard as he used to. So you want a player that doesn't work hard to be playing, that doesn't make sense to me. That does not make sense to me. You shit on the player, but then you say, why is he not playing him, bro? It's crazy. It's madness. It just makes no sense. And the right back as well. We have 2 recognised right backs and 1 makeshift right back. You can argue Endo could probably play there. I know some were asking for Curtis Jones to play at right back. I'm not sure if that would have been the right decision. Maybe would have helped moving into the midfield perhaps. But in Trent's absence and Bradley's absence and Gomez's absence, because he normally would have played in the right back position, you probably would have thought maybe there was a chance for that to happen. Tsimikas maybe playing on that right side, but then if something happens to Robertson, then you have to switch him across and you still have the issue. So they played Kwanzaa then. Fairs. Look, Trent's injury was self-inflicted, and if not for that tackle against PSG, most likely would have played in this match, and he might have made a difference creatively moving forward instead of Kwanzaa. But that is what it is. We hold it. Take the accountability. We didn't have X-player, and we did what we could. What we did wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Now, the players' efforts. This is where some people are going to get very, very giddy. They're going to get giddy. They're going to love it. They're going to say, yes, I told you it was shit all along. No, let's not change narratives. Let's not change all this shit and say, I told you all along this player was rubbish, because that's not how it works. We're not going to revise history. We're not going to do any of that shit. Mo Salah. Mohamed Salah. Arguably Liverpool's greatest player. Some will argue and still say it's Kenny Dalglish. Some will swear by and say it's Steven Gerrard, etc., etc. Arguably, he's definitely up there in the top 5 setting, if not top 3. Definitely up there, right? But a whole game with no shots, no opportunities created is mad. He's got 40 plus goal involvements, 40 plus goal involvements this season, and he doesn't do anything in a couple of games. Granted, they were big games. PSG, knockout stages, Carabao Cup, final. Please, Salah, do something for us. No. Gets spoken about like it's the worst thing in the world when others around the world barely get a peep out of him. It's crazy. It's crazy. Check this out. From Opta Joe, 0. For the first time in his Liverpool career, Mo Salah neither attempted a shot nor created a chance in a match where he played 90 plus minutes uncharacteristic. First time, you know. First time in his Liverpool career. So from 16-17 all the way up to 24-25, he's at least had a shot or created something in a game. Not in this one here. It's mad. That's a crazy stat to say. Now, of course, people are saying, see, I told you Salah was shit. See, he's nothing. He's XYZ. He's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. We're not going to do this here. We're not going to have 2 games, 3 games redefine what a player is, who he has been, and what he has become. We're not going to do that shit. We're not doing that shit at all, okay? Miss me. People want to banter. They want to be shameless. Do that shit in your own time. Here, no, we're not doing that here. Definitely not happening. You see things like this as well. From Anfield Row 96, he says, can't let 2 games define Mo Salah's season. We rely on him so much, which is probably unfair if I'm being honest here. And we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be where we are without him. But when he needs to rely on others, they let him down. Well, this is when we say Mo Salah does not carry Liverpool. It's a joint effort, because if Salah carried Liverpool, then Salah would be getting us through these things. He'd be our Bruno Fernandes, because that United team, I see Sam spamming comments in the chat, that United team is rubbish. Somehow they keep making it through because Bruno Fernandes is their go-to guy. We need something in this game. Salah ain't doing it. It's not to say he misses. He's played in big games. He's played in finals. He's played in quarterfinals, knockouts, semi-finals, all that sort of shit. Played in finals before. He's made things happen for us. But for one time that this happens and people want to write him off altogether and say his whole career's been in a wash and a write-off and shit like that. No, we're not doing that there. The same way you can't say Ronaldo's career is rubbish because he never won the Champions League. I'm talking OG Ronaldo, like Nazario de Lima, like R9 Ronaldo, like Inter Ronaldo. No one's doing that. No one's saying he's a shit player because he never won a Champions League, because trophy shit don't work as well. You can be a great footballer and not win anything. Everything's predicated on trophies these days, which is frustrating. You can be a great footballer and not win shit. It's a shit go. Look at Zlatan, never won a Champions League, but man's actually contributed. He's known as a legend or an icon of the game, so there is that in there. So yeah, Mo Salah, crazy, absolutely mad. Van Dijk as well, as good as he's been over the last couple of years, he has his brain fart moments, leaves his defender behind, goes for a wander, tries to defend with his aura, as people say, doesn't stick a leg out, doesn't slide in, doesn't put a challenge in, doesn't try and block something, just stands there and tries to use his body. Bruv, I beg, put a challenge in there, please. Do something. Do something. Diaz, dribble merchant and nothing else. Fantastic. We got a Luis Diaz. Look at he started the season. 3 goals, 4 goals. Hat-trick in the Champions League. Yes, let's go. Diaz. And then disappeared for like 4 or 5 months. Crazy. Szoboszlai running himself to the ground. Plus many, many more others. Obviously mentioned Darwin already. We've seen the midfielders maybe needing a bit of a break. Gravenberch, maybe he's a bit tired, shall we say. Maybe McAllister needs a break. We'll see what happens. We'll see. But now the international break is upon us. Is upon us. I'm having a shocker tonight. Bloody, I'm like Liverpool today, having a shocker. Get ourselves sorted, get some rest, recover, play your games, whatever it is, clear your heads. We have a league to secure, and these performances will not be acceptable at all if they continue once April 2nd comes along. If Slot needs to reassess this team and his management and tactics, then so be it. Stop playing this defensive football against teams that are about pace and power. Play the football that we know how to play, and let's win these remaining games, I beg. Crazy. Played 120 minutes, correct. Went to penalties, and then we played 90 minutes on Sunday. Not an excuse. Players know where it's at. But starting the same lineup again, bar 2 players in a goalkeeper and a right back out of necessity with the right back, it's a bit crazy to me. But there you have it. There you have it. That's my rantings. That's my ramblings. That is my ramblings. So, with 35 of you here, 15 likes, it's good. Let me get a swig of water right here. It's water. It's just out of a Red Bull bottle. I like the Red Bull bottle. It's nice. Man likes biscuits. Oh, I got a lot of comments to go through now. Let's read through some of your comments and we'll look at some of the games from the morning as well. This one here from Castro earlier on. It says, Carlos Salah has been a bit off lately. I think the contract issues, getting knockouts has gotten to him. Yesterday, I counted at least 5 times raise his armpits like Aubameyang did. Yeah, it's almost like, hey, you guys, can you please help me? Can you help me do something here? Instead of just always relying on me type of thing. It's like, I hear it. I definitely hear it. Toxicity getting into the team? I don't think so. I don't think there's any toxicity here. I don't think so. Exactly. He's a human being. He can't boss every single game. He's just got to do the business out there. And there's YG's comment, if Slot bottles the league, would you want him gone? Whoa. It's mad. It's crazy to say, leading the league the whole year and then something goes wrong. Look, if he goes back to resorting to the football he was playing at the start of the season, playing the normal football he was playing instead of doing all this 4-2-4 shit and playing Jota up front and fucking randomness here and false line, this and that, we go back to winning ways, bro. Let's make it a bit. Exactly, Paulo. Yeah, Newcastle did the business. They did the business. They did it indeed. We've got here some comments to see what else is interesting here. Chiesa was a menace when he came on. Well, hopefully he plays him. If the men don't play him, he can't be a menace, which is the frustrating part. He's come on, he did the business. You probably won't see him for the rest of the season, which is stupid. I hate that aspect. I need to see more of it. Definitely need to see more of it. North says, just relieved. These breaks coming up. We need to take stock revamp and get over this, the line. Yeah, exactly. I think so too. Has Chiara, I think so. I mean, bin Diaz and play Chiesa on the left side, bro. Yeah, what do you have? Just play him there. Bring Diaz off the bench when the players are tired or whatever. Let Diaz run at them because he'll be in his mazy runs. Let him do that instead. Give Chiesa a run, bro. Fucking hell, bro. Diaz and Darwin have been doing nothing last few games. Yeah, Darwin scored you a couple of goals. Yeah, thank you very much. And when you need goals, they're not there. Crazy. Van Dijk and a spring chicken. Reaction time getting slow when he gets older. It's not even reaction time, though. It's just dumb things, bro. If he just turned around and still had been touch tight to his man, he probably would have been there for Isak and thrown him off. But no, it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. Sam's doing shameless shit in the chat here, but we allow that because I'm fair like that. This ain't no dictatorship. Newcastle defended 4-1, forced him to go wide and overwhelm the wingers. Bro, it was stupid, bro. It's man v man. Play the blocks, stop him playing down the middle. It's all sorts of shit, bro. It's all sorts of shit. Big up Alf says, I'm glad Newcastle isn't in the FA Cup anymore, at least. Hey, man, you'd be looking out for Newcastle, I'll tell you that. Definitely look out for Newcastle. Diaz, fake Colombian. Okay. Yes, we know. And you know very well. Indeed, you know very well. Get me wrong, Salah has performed the best abilities. I see the kind of league, can't call the best player of the league. Well, depending on what he does for the rest of the season, then yes. Because if Foden was the best player last year and he didn't even bag the most amount of goals, who would be the player of the season this year then? Who would be the player of the season this year? Not on a GA level. Not on a GA level. Who would you be looking at? It's a good question to have, actually. That'd be a good debate to actually have a conversation about. Oil Brothers eliminated you in both competitions. Oil Brothers. The Oil Brothers stick together. We didn't even get a card. Yeah, that's mad as well. Wait, we didn't, did we? We didn't even get... No yellow cards for us. That's crazy. Tonali, Pope. Actually, Chiesa got one. I think... Chiesa did get a card. I don't know when that came, though, but definitely got a card. So, one card for us in the game. So, yeah, there you have it. There you have it there. What's this? People asking questions in the chat. When are players like Chiesa are going to be given chances? I want to see Elliott play more. I want to see Elliott play more, but he won't play him. He won't start him. If he brings him on, it's too late in the game, bro. It pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. I want to see him do the business. Graven looked lost yesterday. He had him playing finals before. Well, he played last year and he copped an injury because Caicedo ended up stomping on his ankle and taking him out for the game. And he was out for another 3 weeks, I think it was after that, or 4 weeks, bro. It was crazy. It's crazy. Where's this magical quadruple? I mean, every team that's in competition should want to win everything. You should aim for a quadruple every year, 100%. Aim for it. Even if you don't get there, that should be bare minimum. Try win everything you can. If you are that elite team that you think you are, or the position you're at, you should 100% be trying to win things, bruv. Ain't no shame in it. Go win it. But the problem is then, when it doesn't happen or you don't win them, of course, rivals... shit like that. They all come together and they start, laughing at you and everything else in between. It's a part of the game, bro. It's a part of the game. Let's be real, Liverpool were trash yesterday. I can't believe they were trash the whole week. Now I want them to win the league by 2 points, 3, making it entertaining. Nah, let's not have that. No. Let's finish it. Excuse me. Let's finish this league and let it happen. Let's finish this league and let it be so. So, once again, congratulations to Newcastle. Did the business over us. Well worth it. If anyone says Liverpool deserve to win that game, I'm sorry, I cannot vibe with you. I'm just, no. No, anyone says Liverpool deserve to win that game, no. Wrong. Nope. Not at all. So, for the remainder of these 20-odd minutes, let's have a look at the other games then, shall we? So the other games in the morning, we had 3 games in the morning. We had Arsenal v Chelsea. Some said it was the deadest game of football they have seen all year. I thought it was actually somewhat entertaining. Obviously, Sanchez in goal is always entertaining. And Cucurella nearly giving away a penalty for a handball was entertaining. And then Raya having to make a save and having it fumble and go between his legs and out narrowly. Could have gone inside post. Could have made things interesting. Could have been 1-1 at the time. Didn't happen though. So stats here. Chelsea, all the possession against Arsenal at the Etihad. Bloody hell. At the Emirates. I always thought Arsenal would always dominate that game. But there you have it. No big chances. No big chances missed for either team. None created. 4 on target for Arsenal. 2 on target for Chelsea. But the one that counts for Arsenal is that flicked header by Merino in the 20th minute to give them the lead. And again, if Sanchez's positioning was a little bit better, maybe he saves that. If they had a defender on the line, doesn't go in possibly. But that's what happens. Arsenal get the job done. That's all that matters. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Corner FC back at it again. They got their business done. Khalas. That's it. 3 points. Thanks for coming. Chelsea, on the other hand, though, struggling at the moment. Now they're in all sorts. And if anyone caught Football's 12th Man, the This Is London show, big up Dan Potts every single time, Don was so pressed, he started talking about shit that Chelsea had won over the last 10, 20 years when that wasn't the question. Basically, the whole argument was centered on, okay, so Chelsea, even with a dead Arsenal team, can't come there, fashion a decent shot on target, create enough chances. What's going on there? And then he got into this whole thing of like, I've seen things you've never seen. You guys are mudded. You're still the shittest team. Even in your best period, you can't win anything, etc., etc. He went on a whole tirade. I think he actually got pressed on that. And then Saad came into the picture. Big up Saad every single time. Saad's Football Corner. Every single time got into it. And got into it, and he was sitting there like, why are you so pressed, bruv? Like, your team lucked out tonight. Why are you attacking Arsenal, bruv? Look at your own team. Of course, Don won't say anything bad about Chelsea because obviously he's a top blue, and I've seen what Mariska can do. I've seen this. He's playing players out of position again, and he's not playing players where they need to be, and he's doing all these mad things, and this blah blah. It's like, okay, so the same shit that happened to Pochettino last season, but because it's Mariska now, we're gonna just forget that. Cool, whatever. So that was interesting to hear on Dan Potts' 12th Man. Maybe I'll do a video on that later on in the week or something, because I thought it was hilarious. It was interesting. I'm not going to lie. It was funny. If you want to know where it's at, it's about the 30th minute mark onwards. And I think Saad jumped in about the 35th minute, I think it was. So there's a fair bit to look at there. So that was the game there. The second game we'll look at here will be Leicester and Man United, because the last game is arguably the funniest out of all this. Leicester are rubbish, even as bad as United are. Always going to do the business here. Højlund bagging the goal, Garnacho, and then Fernandes in the 90th as well. And full credit to them. Even then, Leicester had a couple of chances themselves. Could not bag anything. 3 big chances missed. United didn't create any big chances, but they got their shit done. They got their shit done and did the business. First of all, big ups right now to Tyler Jones for the $32. My bad, man. Your chat likes to fight me. Why? What am I doing out here? I got no issues, bruv. Go for it. As long as you don't insult each other. But big up Tyler Jones for the 32 Australian, bruv. Big ups every single time, bruv. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. W's in the chat for Tyler. Man's always doing the business in Hassam streams and Mo streams and everybody else's. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Big ups, Tyler, every single time. We'll leave that up there for a bit, bruv. Big ups to you, bruv. Big ups. We'll look at some comments again shortly. Let me just finish my ramblings here on the other games. So, United dominated that game in terms of possession. Well, not even possession. Shit, even just shots, attacking threats. But Leicester, 3 and 3 big missed. Fucking hell, bro. How shit do Leicester have to be in the attack to let Højlund bag on you, to let Garnacho bag on you as well? That's crazy. That's actually mad. That is the maddest thing. But they got the job done. Fernandes with the double and the goal. Garnacho with the goal. Højlund with the goal. Dalot, Heaven, copped an injury, he had to come off. So, United doing the business. Doing the business. Fair play. Sam, where you at, Sam? Sam's still in the chat. Where's he ran off? Where is he? Gone? No? Gone? See you later. Bye-bye. Nah, the Leicester results have been absolute rubbish, man. They have literally been shithouse. Look at Leicester's results, bro. I don't think they've... When was the last time they bagged a W? Loss. Fucking hell. Leicester have been rubbish. Look, last win against Tottenham in the league. Loss. Like, bro, well, look at that. They beat QPR in the FA Cup. And the only team they beat was Tottenham at White Hart Lane. That's the funniest part. They beat Tottenham in Tottenham. That's mad. Everything else has been a loss. Absolute rubbish from Leicester. And then they got Man City next on the 3rd of April. Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Out the door they go. So there you go. For all the people that are United fans that hate on Bruno Fernandes, he is your guy. He has been literally carrying you through games. This man has been the one to be getting you out of the doldrums. You need a goal? He's there. You need an assist? He's there. You need a late minute winner? He's there. He's been doing the business for you guys. As much as we want to hate on him and shit on him and say, please, someone punch him out or whatever, it's not just Leicester Sam. He's been doing it for you multiple times over and over again. He's been doing the business for you. Real Sociedad. There was also, I think, the game against Rangers. I think you stepped up again, got yourself an equaliser or scored the winning goal. I can't remember, something like that. He's been in there. He's been in there with the games. He's been doing the business for you guys. If he ain't stepping up, I don't know who's bagging goals for you, bro. This guy's been your standout player this season, man. Standout player, Bruno Fernandes. All rivalries and biases aside, without him, you guys are getting relegated. That's my opinion, at least. So that was that game there. Leicester rubbish. And then the final game, the Battle of London, the other Battle of London. Yeah, Bruno. The Man U fighter slander Bruno are bums. Bro, I'm telling you, man, he is there. Exactly, North 3. Without Bruno, you guys are going down, bruv. Down. All the way down. All the way down. Should have been at least 2 sending offs and a pen for the handball. Typical VAR at work. I haven't seen that. If that's the case, scumbag Blues. Ah, you mean in the Arsenal Chelsea game? Big up, Greg. Big ups. The Premier League, will they bought? No, 12 points. I don't think so. We're doing the business, bruv. We're making it happen. Without Salah, wouldn't be first. We're crazy to play, but no, we've had people win games without Salah. Like, if Salah scores penalties, that necessarily mean Salah's won the penalty. Other players have worked hard to get the penalties. Salah ain't getting the penalties and scoring them. He's not running through 10 players and bagging goals. Let's not do this now. Fulham 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Goals coming in a span of 10 minutes in the second half. Muniz off the bench and Session against his former team off the bench as well. I'm not going to lie. I thought Tottenham had chances to score goals in this game, bruv. Tottenham really should have had a couple of goals in this game from what I saw. Chances, Solanke missed a near one. There was the other few flick-ons. I think, who was it? Who's the other fella that was playing? I think Bergvall might have been involved or something. They had a few chances, just didn't muster up anything, bruv. I don't know what it is with this Tottenham team. They are the definition of all swing, no ding. Fulham get a couple of chances, they bag a couple of goals. Fair plays. Fair plays. Tottenham getting past AZ Alkmaar, barely, in the Europa League. I think they have to play Frankfurt now. Is it did they play Frankfurt or is it United that play Frankfurt? Who is it? So look here. It is Tottenham. They play Frankfurt. So they got Chelsea next on the April the 4th on Friday. And then they host Southampton. And then they're home to Frankfurt. So that Chelsea game could be interesting at Stamford Bridge. You never know who could win that one there, man. That might be an interesting game. We'll see who's got the bottle in that game there. So there you have, yeah, there's the results there. Again, I don't know what Spurs are expecting, if they're just now hinging all their hopes on Europa League, if they're still thinking that they make some mount in this, top 10 finish in the Premier League, try and finish in the top 6, maybe push for top 5. There's not many games left. I don't know if they can even reach those heights with the amount of games they have left, but yeah, it's nothing doing for Tottenham. Look at that, 12 shots, 4 on target, 2 big chances missed. When you miss chances, the only people you have to blame are yourselves, like us today. Only people we can blame are ourselves. Tottenham can only blame themselves. So, looking at the table now. Get back to the Premier Liga. Get back to the Prem. We go to the table. As it stands, Liverpool remain first on 70 points. Arsenal clawing 3 back to be on 58 with the 12-point gap as it stands. They got Fulham at home next, I think. Could be a tricky game. We host Everton in the Merseyside derby. Nottingham Forest remaining third on 54 points. They got United next at home. United going away to the City Ground. Could be interesting. Tottenham, of course, face Chelsea. And then Tottenham will be looking to make amends for the earlier capitulation against them at home. After, they started strong and Chelsea absolutely tore them to bits. Probably through their own faults, but Chelsea need to win as well to secure top 4, because if they fall out of this top 4, top 5 position, a lot of Chelsea fans will be questioning where the hell do they go from there. Are they going to be looking at Maresca? Are they going to be looking at the players? They're bored. Is it going to be Todd Bowley, Iqbali, Winstanley, Bluco, etc., etc.? We will see indeed. City in 5th on 48. They got Leicester At home, that's 3 points for Man City, bro. There's no chance Leicester get anything from the game. If they do, City just end the stream day for City this season. Newcastle, Brentford, after their win in the Carabao, they'll be buzzing. They'll be looking to try and maintain a push as well. Same with Brighton and Hove, who will take on Villa. That should be a good game. Brighton taking them at home. And then, as I said, Arsenal, Fulham, Villa take on Brighton, just mentioned there. Bournemouth take on Ipswich United. There's still hope for them to finish in the top 4. Top 4. Fucking hell, where the hell am I going? Jesus, I need sleep. In the top 10. But they're going to need to mount a fair few wins on the bounce against the upcoming opposition. Tottenham as well, a little bit further behind. Teetering with the relegation positions, but well clear it. I mean, they're good, 15 points ahead there or nearabouts, so they should be relatively safe. Southampton, Leicester, and Ipswich look to be the teams going down, so there you have that. I see the war has been raging in the comments. Still going on. Bloody hell, bro. It's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are. You got one United fan beefing with like everybody else, bro. It's crazy. Like, Sam, do you thrive on this? Like, do you love this? Are you actively looking for it, bro? That's crazy. Chelsea were absolutely rubbish. They'll be lucky to finish 4th. We played poorly yesterday and beat them comfortably. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, Raya didn't look that assuring, man. I swear I thought Raya would have had more saves, but that one shot that and he just fumbled and just went underneath his legs and like just nearly went in the goal, bro. It was crazy. That's crazy. No, he's not. No, Sam ain't doing it to me. I can see everyone just responding to Sam. He's just doing the business in the chat, bro. I'm all for it, bro. Allow it. Just allow it. He's not. Just allow it, bro. Sam's alright. He can be shameless. He can be a troll at times, but he's alright. I don't mind Sam. Sam's good. I'm surprised Lumen hasn't rocked up here today. Where's Lumen at? Bloody hell. So yeah, there you have that. 54 minutes, 55 pushing. I don't really have anything else left. That was pretty much it for this one here. Big ups to Newcastle once again. Let's see what they do for the round of the season. For us, just a matter of, business as usual. Win our games. Happy days. Just win our games, happy days. Here's what it is. I don't like it when little clubs like Wolves try to chat shit. Well, Sam, equally, I guess you could make the same argument and say we don't like it when teams that are nowhere near us talk with a big chest as well. You know, when you see like, oh, let's all laugh at Liverpool, ha, ha, ha. And it's like, bro, you're in 14th. Respect yourself. That's that sort of thing. You know what I mean? They're in 13th now. So, it's shit like that. It's all banter. It is what it is. It is what it is. No issues at all. Anyways, that is a wraps. 9:40 p.m., 10:40 a.m. for you guys there. Plenty of content ahead for you guys today. Obviously, you're going to have the midday show with Saeed. You're going to have Never a Foul's going to be on. I'm sure Mo's going to have his stream at about, 2 p.m. UK time as well. Is he going to be back again today with Troops? I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow you'll have A-listers, or later on today you'll have A-listers with Hassam. I'm sure they're going to grill Hassam again on the loss there, because it is what it is. And that is that. That is that. Yes, we know. And we're happy you're in 13th as well. So, all things considered, happy days. Happy days for both teams. Like I said, we have a Premier League to secure and wrap up, so we can get that fantastically set up. What do you call it? Got a mental blank. Bloody hell. Stinker and Hook the Nick. Guard of Honour at Anfield by Arsenal. If things work our way, if things end up happening, we shall see. Big ups, Greg. Big ups. All the banter aside, thank you for being here. Honestly, you could be anywhere else, but we had 30-odd, 40-odd people here today at some point watching, so thank you very much to all you fine people coming in to troll or hear what I have to say and bask in the misery of Liverpool fans. But it ain't all doom and gloom just yet. If we do drop a couple of games, yeah, we might need to reassess the situation and reevaluate where we're at. But I think we'll be okay. So everything will be fine. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Now, speaking of being alright, who can we send you through to that is alright? So we've got interesting conversations here. Football Heritage TV, Sava saying sack Ange during the international break. Let's go over there and hear what he is saying. Definitely it's going to be something fantastically. I don't know. I'm making up words right now. Anyways, I'm done. I'm spent. I'm out of here. I've had my waffle sesh for the past hour. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate that. Appreciate you all. Enjoy your Monday or your Monday night if you're down under like me. Catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody. This will take you through the Savas channel. Big ups.
End the stream, Dave! End the stream! End it, blood! End